Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Sorry about the hiatus that I had to take. I've been sick, as you can tell by my voice. But the Red Bull Homeground is it, and I thought I'd talk about it a little bit with C9, the NA super team, kind of falling short in the grand final against 100 Thieves, who are almost the same team as before, really only bringing in Cryo instead of Will. And I just wanted to touch base on that a little bit. Cloud9 is using Yay El Diablo as their in-game leader, and I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like this video is gonna be a lot about addressing Cloud9, because they should have, in my opinion, they should have beat 100 Thieves. And not only did they lose, 100 Thieves was in control at all times. Sometimes it looked like Cloud9 were gonna be able to fight back a little bit and actually be able to try to bring something to the table, but for the most part, 100 Thieves were in control the entire time with the calls, the reads, the frags, everything. And I also wanted to talk about Ye a little bit. He wanted to step up and become the captain of this team, which I respect a lot. He can do whatever the team needs, and that is very valuable to have in a player. But whenever he's your best player, you need to be making sure he knows he's the best player, and that it's almost like the simple effect for Na'Vi. Like, you want him to be in control. You don't want him to have to spout comms all the time. You want him to just be able to hone in on what's in front of him. And Ye is a very smart and cerebral player. There was a clip where, actually, let me pull it up really quick. So here we go. This is what I was talking about. This is a round in the grand final where 100 Thieves had done this kind of thing a lot. They hadn't done the chamber op here yet, but they have thrown the smoke down and aggressed towards B-Long multiple times. And Ye knows. He never saw Cryo cross, but he knows. He has a read. So he's telling his teammates, look, go hookah, go hookah. We're going to split B. We're going to split B. And this is an example of where Ye can shine as an in-game leader. His mind for the game is almost unparalleled. And 100 Thieves realizes what's up and try to TP. But Cloud9 is ready for it. They were fully aware of what was going to happen. And I think that's the value Ye can bring as an in-game leader. But he doesn't need to be the in-game leader to make those types of calls. You can always have a secondary or even tertiary voice in the team saying, hey, I gotta read. And 9 times out of 10, everyone on the team will buy into that. The problem I have with Ye in-game leading, like I said, he needs to be able to just hone in on what's in front of him. This project, I think, like I said, I respect what he did making that switch a lot, but it's not sustainable. I feel like if Cloud9 wants to play at their best level, Ye needs to be able to just hone in on what's in front of him and just kill, because El Diablo is the best player in the world, and it really didn't feel like that here. There were many maps where he was outplayed by his teammate Zeppa, and I really feel like there wasn't a map the whole tournament where Ye dominated. He was good. He was never bad in a game. He was never bad. But we missed, the 20 and 5 halves, like, type of stuff that he would pull. Just stuff like that where he would just dominate the game. We missed that completely throughout this whole tournament. And, like I said, I respect Ye as a player a lot. And bringing in Zelsis to this Cloud9 roster should really, those two players add a lot of firepower to this team. I don't think you should try to hinder them by making them call. Obviously, they both have great minds for the game and they can give calls, but they shouldn't have to focus on it. Vanity I followed from CS, and his time in E United, I liked. He had a lot of really cool stuff that he would plug in, and I just feel like you're almost taken away from him at that point. He's not really going to win you a game with frags. He can be a good player, but he's not really going to win you a game. but he can win you a game with calls. And Ye is almost the opposite, I feel like. He can win you a game with just kills straight up, but his calls just aren't there. And if they want to continue with the experiment, I understand, you know, but I feel like it's a waste. It's wasted potential. You're the best player in the world. You're forcing him to babysit everyone on the team. And you know, obviously all of these guys are professionals. They can all make reads and stuff. So he's not babysitting anyone, but he just needs to have his freedom to do, like, he shouldn't have to worry about what his team is doing. He can just go do what he wants. I think that's the key to Cloud9's success. So now I want to talk a little bit about 100 Thieves. I thought Stellar came in and called an amazing tournament all the way through. They started off slow, you know, but I really feel like that was just the fragging department that started off slow. Derek kind of struggled. He turned up way up in the finals. Asuna kind of struggled. But the team as a whole was able to put it all together as they continued on the tournament, and they looked really good other than their one loss in the beginning. And you know, the addition of Cryo, I love it. No shot to Will, but he couldn't handle the operator like Cryo can. You know, Cryo can come in and play Chamber, play Jet, and hang with El Diablo and the best of them. And so I feel like this 100 Thieves roster can really make some noise. It depends, because sometimes, you know, you'll have a bang 30 bomb and the next game he'll give you 12, and then, you know, Derek wins every 1v2 in a map, and then the next game he just can't get things going. I feel like the main problem for them is getting all their individuals rolling together. And I think, you know, we saw plenty of that in the grand finals with everyone popping off on all cylinders. But I just feel like in order for them to contend internationally, they need to try to figure out some consistency. But other than that, I loved what I saw. Their new coach, I love Sean Garris. I don't really know much about their new coach, but it's good to see that he provides more in the strategic department. You know, I think Sean Garris had some problems with burnout, which is, you know, not surprising. He's got a team of kids. You know, they're all gonna want to be grinding and stuff. And I think that they I don't want to say they're one roster move away, but they're one step away from being able to contend internationally. I would like to see them play against, you know, NRG and Sentinels. I don't know how this new Sentinels roster is going to play out. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. I don't like projects like that. In CS in 2018, 2019, MIBR tried to do the same thing with having Tarek and Stewie on the team, and they switched from Portuguese to English, and it never really worked out. They had some promising events, and this team's completely different because, you know, Sassy and Tins and Aspas are all lights out, and I didn't even, you know, mention Def as their no in-game leader, and Zekin. You know, they're all insanely capable fraggers. And NRG, I think, with FNS at the helm, is going to be the most dangerous team to watch. They picked up Ardis, who, you know, we saw his chamber at the at Istanbul, and he was absolutely crazy with the operator. You know, I feel like FNS can utilize him a lot of the same way he utilized Ye. And, you know, they have Sam. Excuse me, like I said, I'm still dealing with that sickness. So they're going to be the team to beat for me in North America. And going back to Cloud9, I'm just a little bit disappointed. It's still very early days, you know. Maybe the reason why they lost is because 100 Thieves barely made any roster changes, only swapping out one player, with C9 bringing in 2 new players and swapping the role of in-game leader. I think that can take some time to start gelling, and I believe in this roster. They have way too much talent to not be able to, you know, contend with the NRG to be the best team in North America. And I think that's going to be about it for me. I appreciate you guys taking your time out of the day to watch this video. Make sure to Drop a like if you made it this far. I know you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. All of that. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and have a great day. Thank you.